Once upon a time, not so long ago, in a land not so far away, there lived a queen. Her kingdom was the enchanted land of King Township, which is in the region of York, nestled in Ontario, Canada. Gone are the days when outer beauty was the queen's goal. Now she is obsessed with being the kindest of them all. On a daily basis, sometimes more frequently, the queen consults her magic mirror. She loves hearing that her kindness surpasses all the people in the realm. And then, one fateful day, the queen turned to the mirror. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the kindest of them all?"
"You, fair queen, are exceedingly kind, but the lovely Snow White is kinder."
"What? Where can I find this wretched kind person?"
"She lives in the forest in a wee cottage with adorable dwarfs. Here, look deeply into the mirror and you can see how kind she is with the dwarfs."
The queen was stunned. She pondered her situation. "This is intolerable! I must be recognized as the kindest of them all. In the good old days I would have sent the huntswoman to kill Snow White, and if that failed, there was always the poisoned apple to turn to. But those days are long gone. Kindness, niceness, what a problem! How can I get Snow White to leave lovely King Township? I've got it! I'll give her air miles. Without a doubt, Snow will fly far, far away, leaving me as the kindest person." The queen disguises herself as a peddler to visit Snow White. Snow White is delighted with the gift. Her thoughts turn to ways to spend the air miles on her friends. Flying does not enter her mind. Snow White says, "Wouldn't it be wonderful if someone could sew new hats for the 7 dwarfs?" She consults her smartphone and finds a local seamstress. "Could you help me? I have 7 wonderful friends, and I'd like to have new hats for them."
The seamstress is thrilled with the project and gets to work sewing 7 lovely hats.
The dwarfs love their new hats, which, with a shake of a head, also double as bibs. Before heading off to the diamond mine, the dwarfs pose for a group photo, which proved to be highly entertaining. "Mirror, mirror, all the tiny details you can skip. Just tell me who's the kindest in King Township."
"The bottom line, my fine queen, is when it comes to kindness, Snow White still reigns supreme. You see, she took those air miles and converted them to presents for the 7 dwarfs. She hired a seamstress to make them hats."
"White creature insane? For goodness sakes! Those air miles should have been used for flying, not for frivolous stuff."
The dwarfs return from the diamond mine. They have high hopes that the queen has forgotten all this silliness and is no longer trying to be kinder than Snow White.
I've got to get rid of her, but how? I've got it. I'll give the wretched child a one-way ticket to Hawaii. Snow White won't be able to resist leaving this land of snow, bitter winds and ice. Everyone is fed up with Canada's horrible winter weather. There's no way Snow will give the ticket away. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Queen, before you get any further, just how important is it to be the kindest in the land?
It's incredibly important.
Then it is my duty to tell you, Snow White is still the kindest. She gave the plane ticket to the seamstress. The wee thing has been freezing since November. Sewing in Canadian winter conditions is almost unbearable. Queen, look deeply into the mirror and you'll see kind, sweet Snow White throwing a party for the dwarfs. She's helping them celebrate surviving yet another day of winter in Canada.
Drat! That is adorable. Snow White is incredibly kind. The Queen is beside herself, and for a brief moment thinks fondly of the good old days with poisoned apples and the emphasis on eternal beauty. But she rallies and finds a shred of kindness in her soul. She also bites the bullet and accepts that Snow will never permanently leave her home in King Township, which, as we all know, is in the region of York in Ontario, Canada. The Queen concocts plan number 3, settling for getting Snow out of sight, even if it's for a brief time. I'll hire a vehicle and load up the whole kit and caboodle. I'll send them to Halifax, Nova Scotia. From there they can board the Trans-Canada sightseeing train. What a glorious way to celebrate Canada's 150th anniversary. And for a sizable chunk of time, Snow White will be out of King Township. I will return to my rightful place and be the kindest in the land.